The second day, I finally found out the shoes to wear because I could stand all day, and they didn't bother me at all. But let's get through the slides. We've got a lot to talk about in a short time to get there. We've got our class that we're going to teach after this session, and this is a lot of work's going into it to lay out a game plan for you in two parts. Part one's today, part two is Friday. So we got to cover that. But the general market right now, Chuck's 100% correct. There's three numbers you got to be aware of. Today's low, we just round off 67.05. Yesterday's low, 67.01, and Sunday night's low, 66.96. The market has to clear 67.17, which is where we opened the week. And my pivot number today is 67.25. I think people at the class now understand why I focus on the E-mini, because that way I keep up with all the stocks. 75% of all stocks will follow that E-mini. So, Chuck, we've been doing this for a lot of years. I think that there's nothing like, the classes we used to hold in Mobile, and nothing like what we're doing now with these small classes. I'm going to get you up, Chuck, for a class in the future, so plan on it.
All right, definitely looking forward to that. Those small classes that we used to have were always the best because that individual attention, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, remember when we used to do it in our conference room in Mobile? Yeah, that's where we got the concept and started doing it. And it's pretty nice. I see Jennifer's here. David, I just talked to him. John Sprouse here. Jennifer said that she asked so many questions. It was fantastic. She cleared up a bunch of questions that she had about trading and when to trade, how to protect yourself, all the different things that she figured out, the right angles to do, and really how to set up her day. So that was pretty neat. Had some great food too, right, Jennifer? Yeah, she was the connoisseur of our food that we had. She thought it was good. So enough about that. I hope everybody's doing well. This week has been an interesting week. Monday surged like there was no tomorrow. Made a new high at 67.56. Sold off on Tuesday. Went down that 67.01. Recovered late in the day. Last night it rallied up to a high. Let me give you that number. E-mini high last night was 67.28. Gold and silver have stayed strong, and what we got to do next is to figure out what the next move. Chuck pointed out rightly that there's two big reports this week. One is on GDP. The other one is PCE. And that will complete the 5 big reports for September. Now, September, let me just give this to you where you'll know, September actually ends next Tuesday. So, in effect, this week is it. This week is it for September. And September has defied the odds. It's up tremendously. If you look at September and just look at your MTI, I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to bring mine up and look at it just to see. Yesterday I was showing people how yesterday's sell-off really wasn't much at all, like 0.17 or something like that. But these are the kind of things that you work on, and you just get better at it. Different things that you can do. So we're about flat for the week, but we're up tremendously for the month. The month open, if you look at the month open for the E-mini, we opened at 64.78, and we're currently trading 6,700. That's pretty good stuff as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so thank you for coming, and we're going to go move the slides. Risk involved in trading, past performance not indicative. In my opinion, the market has had a great September, and really, as long as those lows hold, I would expect they'll do what they did yesterday. They'll start covering some of the shorts, and bring it back up. That would be my thinking based on what I'm looking at. But we'll see. Still a lot of day left inside. Genesis has been very powerful each week, 11:30 to 12. On Monday, it was a continuation day. Hadn't seen one of those in a while. Yesterday, Genesis helped set the low, and then from there we just ground and then ended up higher last night. So Genesis is a key component of the day's action in this particular market. So pay attention. Retirement centers getting bigger and bigger. I would tell you to get joined. There are over 300 people that are made it to the Telegram channel, and we'll have a meeting on Friday there at 2:00. We took a 20% profit on an option play that we did inside the retirement channel. We got some stocks that we own are looking pretty good. That's 2:00 Friday. We'll meet there, and you can join by clicking that link. Now, do they have to copy that link and then click it? Is that the way that works, or can you click it right from the slide?
I just posted it in chat, T-Buzz.
Okay, so they could go type it inside that room, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, good. If you want a referral to them, we use Tasty Trade to trade with the platform. I showed people at this small class how Tasty Trade was an easy platform to teach people futures, options, and stock, and that's why I'm using it. There's a referral row at DTI Trader. Our weekly newsletter, I don't know what the total membership is. Maybe Adam can tell us where we're at, but we're over 500 for sure. Over 500 for sure. $9.99. Once you sign up for T-Buzz Weekly Trade Letter, be sure to go to the Telegram channel. Chuck puts a little report together to evaluate what we said, what the market did, to let you know that you're not missing anything. He's taken his experience all these years and reading between the lines for you on that report he puts out Wednesday afternoon in the channel. Okay? Train and Trade. Welcome to Train and Trade. That's today. We track all trades we do in here through our T-Buzz Talk and Trade. T-Buzz Talk and Trade, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing. This is the only thing this 11 o'clock session, live trading and training, is the session that's regular every day, and you get paid for coming. You got to love it. You learn a lot, and frequently we see opportunity in here that we take. So that's a big benefit for coming every day. Today's focus: how proprietary scanners inside the Roadmap software can identify the best bang for the buck. Yes, inside the Roadmap software, with the focus on the Roadmap, we've got a lot of value there. And the Roadmap scans, all you have to do is look at the top of the Roadmap, and it says category scans, and you can go scan to your heart's content, depending on what the market's doing. Numerous scans inside the Roadmap help you identify the trending stocks. One of my favorites, and everybody that uses it, is one that's called High Noon Scanner. Now, who here has a Roadmap that's used High Noon Scanner on that uses it on a regular basis to find what's moving up, what's moving down? Kevin says Kevin's a big success here at DTI. He uses it every day. That tells you something right there. Learn to use it. High Noon Scan focuses on a simple higher high, higher low buy pattern and lower high, lower low sell pattern. I tell you, there's only 4 patterns to know when you trade with the Roadmap: a buy signal, a buy failure, a sell signal, and sell failure. Well, the High Noon takes it to the next level. It produces stocks that are setting up that way to point you in your attention. A lot of great opportunities in the High Noon Scan. If the stock's above the monthly open, above the prior week high, we consider it a long candidate. That's how it works, and that's what it looks like. Right there is every stock in the universe. By the way, we added ETFs in here too for everybody. We narrowed the list to the top 20. That's usually where I go, the top 20 and the top worst, and pick from that chart. But you can look there and you say to yourself, anybody remember that stock called Oklo? OKLO? Look at it, top of the list. Our scanner picked it up, and look at the previous week, 83. It's now, 137. That alone, folks, would make you go to the high noon to see what's the top. Look at Tesla. Tesla is telling you it's running too. Everybody see that? Isn't that great? Gotta love the high noon scanner. Now, when the market goes down, you can go find stocks in here. I like that one that's called Toast, T-O-S-T. Look at that one. That's pretty cool. Folks, a lot of value in this scanner. In fact, we could sell the scanner by itself, but we don't. We include it in the package deal of getting the roadmap software. In less than 30 seconds, I find out which stocks are leading the market up or down. Don't trade without it. It's my advice to you. Go to dtitrader.com/roadmap. If you don't have it, get it. Get through the modules. I'm putting together a new Get Started Quick package. I'm working on it, and I believe people are going to like it because I went through during the class, we went through 3 parts of it, and we're going to take that next week where everybody can have what we did, but it's pretty it gets to the point. My goal is to try to teach you in 30 minutes or less to help you do it. That's my goal. Now we're going to start session 1 of the T-Buzz rate cut playbook. Does everybody here know about the playbook? What I'm doing there? Let me tell you a little background. Anytime the Fed starts an interest easing cycle, there's a 12-month portfolio plan that I put together. I'll cover the details of it in this class, but it will tell you how to rotate out of one another. In other words, keep the money active, and I'll show you how it works. But the idea is to learn what sectors, what stocks are high performance. Okay? Let me give you an example. Berkshire Hathaway is a stock I own. I've been talking about I was going to pitch it, but the one reason I've held it is because during an interest easing cycle, which is starting, Berkshire outperformed. So I'm going to give it the first 3 days of October to decide if it's a hold or a fold. But it looks like it's firming up right now, just to give you an idea. That's one stock that I'm very familiar with that I was thinking about pitching under normal circumstances, but I haven't pitched it. It's been negative 3 out of the last 4 months, still up from where I bought it, but I don't like dead money. If it's dead money, I'm gonna move to something else, but I will know, and I'll show you what to look for. That's an example. The rate cut playbook, your roadmap to trade and invest in a falling rate environment. All the experience is brought to the line. Chuck and me have been doing this for years, and we will start after this train and trade class. No other class where you can learn the ropes of trading rate cut cycles in time to take advantage of Wednesday's cuts last week. Let's take a look at what we'll cover. I'll give you the top 10 sectors plus the stocks to do. How to filter for strength and momentum, building your own watch list. The next Fed meeting, I'll tell you there's 3 stages to do that. I'll cover that. I think that's in today's session. How to position yourself before the announcement, what to watch during the press conference, and the most important thing, what to do after it's over. Dividends. Now, I've never been a big dividend player. I've told people that, but Carol, she's here. She got me interested in it. Now I've got almost 20% of my account in dividends. And it's fun because they're weekly payers. And I'll talk about some dividend strategies, how to grow an account with stability and growth, and making even bigger payouts than the dividends. That'll be the bonus. The 12-month playbook will have a rotation plan. In other words, when to accelerate stocks you have, when to back off, and when to change. That's a very big value that you'll get in Module 4. We do these classes in a total of 2 sessions. I could charge $497. I didn't do that. Our track record for education speaks for itself. Listen to love letters from some of our students. There's Carol. She'll be in the class, I'm sure. Carol, you're going to be at that class? I bet you are. Get started. Learn the right way to do this, okay? I got Deb in the class too. They're both coming down to see me in October or November. Carlos is around. He's a Google guy. He's been with us for about 5 years now. Great student. You met Carlos. He attends every time he can. And he's been smiling lately with Google finally going up. Edwin, he'll be at the class. Edwin's here. He'll tell you, this is not a fast trip. This is a long-term, been with me over 15 years. That ought to tell you something. All these students paid a lot of money to get where they are. That's okay. They got it paid back in scholarships and payback. If somebody takes what I give you, you're in fact charging people that are uneducated to pay you. That's the way I like to do it. Now, we slashed the price, made it so cheap, it's ridiculous. We already had one bonus trade. I think I'll do a bonus trade today or Friday to make sure everybody has a scholarship. There it is, $199. That's a rounding error. Get started, get signed up at dtitrader.com/cut, because they're cutting. Just take advantage of it. 904-706-3532. Does anybody have any questions? Because when we finish, we're going to get started shortly after 12. Anybody got any questions they want me to answer? I don't see any questions coming. Must have been a pretty clear explanation. But 12 months, let's see, 12 months, about $15 a month. Everybody here can afford that, can't they? Robin, we're going to start today with the class at shortly after 12. Adam, how will they be notified about the class today? Great question. How will they be notified, Adam? Email, SMS, and one click. He said, you'll get notification. So check your email. And he'll resend a reminder out, I'm sure. Now, if you want today's recording link, here it is, dtitrader.com/YouTube. Yeah, absolutely, Robin. She said, if I missed a class, can I watch the recording? Absolutely. Good. That's good thinking, Robin. I'd watch it a couple times. There's some real key information that we'll be discussing. Remember, this is a 12-month outcome over what we do. Okay. I like Tesla today. I like the Dow today. If the S&P gets above 67.25, then I'll get very active on that news. Okay, keep that in mind. Adam, I'm gonna quit talking if you want to replay it for everybody.
Sounds good, T-Buzz.
See everybody at the class.